Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this carrot and coconut loaf cake. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to go ahead and make the buttermilk. So grab your milk, add in the white vinegar and give it a good stir until it's combined. Set aside until needed a little later on. Then you can grab yourself a large mixing bowl. You can then go ahead and add in your dry ingredients in no particular order, but I added mine in the order of flour, sugar, raisin agents and coconut. Then give it all a good mix together until combined. You're not looking to be super well combined now, but just combined enough to, look it. Something looking a little like this. Then you can go ahead and add in your wet ingredients, again in no particular order, but normally I'd go buttermilk, oil, then vanilla. Once it's all in, give it all a good mix to combine, and as you mix it, you may find it becomes more of a dough. Don't worry, this is completely normal for this recipe. Then you can go ahead and add in the carrot. As you mix this in, the moisture from the carrot will work its way in, and it will loosen up the mixture and make it go from dough to a cake batter. But you can also add in some walnuts if you feel like you want to use them. I had some to use up, so just add them in. Mix until you have a cake batter, then give the bowl a good scraping down, and this will just help to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. Then you can go ahead and grab yourself a loaf pan which has been lined with some parchment paper, and transfer the cake batter into it. Feel free to do this another way, but I just dobbed mine in, then levelled it out as best as I possibly could. Then place into a preheated oven and bake it off. And while that's in the oven, you can go ahead and make the buttercream. To make the buttercream, grab yourself a heat-proof bowl, and into the heat-proof bowl, you'll want to add in your sugar and egg whites. Give it a good whisk together until they're combined. Then place over a saucepan of simmering water, and just keep whisking until the mixture is much smoother, much glossier, and takes on that kind of meringue consistency, which is a lot silkier looking, somewhat similar to what you see on screen. Once you've achieved that, you can then transfer that into a stand mixer bowl. Believe me, it's a lot easier if you have a stand mixer, but feel free to use a hand mixer as well. Then just transfer it in there with the whisk attachment and whisk until you have a kind of, meringue mixture that's, marshmallowy almost in that kind of consistency. Once it is, and you can touch the bottom of the bowl with the back of your hand, feel free to add in your butter, chunk by chunk until it's been fully incorporated, and it should look something like this. Add in your vanilla and mix that in until it's fully incorporated. Then I was making a big batch. I just took some from the mixture and then dollop it on top of my loaf. Feel free to add in some other flavourings if you want to use them, but keeping it simple with vanilla works really well with the flavours in the loaf. And then you could also scatter over some desiccated coconut, toasted coconut, I just went with these coconut flakes that I had lightly toasted in the oven. Feel free to do it in a saucepan or frying pan as well, whichever works best. And again, it's completely optional, you can leave it plain on top if you want to. Once it's done, you can then cut it up into as many or as few pieces as you would like, and share this with your friends, family and whoever else you want to, if you want to share it. And if not, I'm not judging you, I think that's great. So here is what the cake looks like. You've got that kind of classic looking carrot cake with the twist of it being a little bit more tropical with the coconut, and then the vanilla buttercream just ties it all together and works really well with it, so give it a try. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog and links to my social media. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.